Today we are meal prepping 7 days of our Honey Sesame Chicken as part of our 3-month meal prepping plan. From a detailed grocery list to a step-by-step walkthrough of the prep and cooking process, follow along as we teach you how easy and delicious it is to prep your meals in advance. Stick around for the end of the video where we'll check out the macros and cost breakdown, ensuring you're not only eating well but also staying within your budget. Get ready to simplify your meal prepping and elevate your culinary game. Let's get started. For most of my recipes, one prep bag contains 4 servings. If you are using my grocery list, on the individual grocery list, you will find the ingredients needed for one of these prep bags, which you can then multiply by however many days you want to prep. Or you can use the bulk grocery list for shopping, which already has the ingredients needed to prep the meal for 7 days. The ingredients with a star next to them are ingredients that should be purchased closer to the date you will eat the prep, such as fresh vegetables for sides. Ingredients with day of next to it is an ingredient that you can purchase now but is used on the day of cooking instead of in the prep. These are ingredients that are good to hang out in your pantry for a while and will not spoil. Check out my Patreon for all of these weekly recipes and grocery lists, and let's get to prepping. To begin prepping, the first thing you want to do is label your bags with the date. If you are using reusable bags, you can use dry erase markers for this, or if you are using Ziploc baggies, a Sharpie will do just fine. After labeling my bags, I like to prop them up with my bag holders so I can add all of the ingredients to the bags at the same time. If you don't have bag holders, you can always use a large bowl with your baggie placed inside and the opening folded over. From here, we can start chopping our onions. To each prep bag, we want to add 1 cup of yellow onions. If your onions are large, this comes to about half of the onion, but that may differ depending on size. I roughly measure this, and you definitely don't need to worry about being too exact with the measurements here. Next, we want to chop 2 cloves of garlic for each prep bag. Since I am prepping 7 days, I chop 14 cloves and divide it equally between the bags as best I can. Again, like the onions, we don't need to be too exact here, just make sure you get a good amount of garlic into each prep bag. After your onions and garlic are chopped and added to your preps, it is time to add the liquid ingredients. To each bag, we are going to add half a cup of low sodium soy sauce. Definitely try to find the low sodium for this, as I found that the full sodium soy sauce is a bit too strong for this dish. Next, we add a 1/4 cup of ketchup to each bag and a 1/2 cup of honey. The final liquid ingredient will be 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. I prefer the toasted sesame oil here for flavor, but you can definitely still use the original. Finally, we want to add about a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper to each bag. I like to eyeball this, and you can add more or less depending on preference. The final ingredient we need to add is the chicken breast. Chop your chicken breast into 1-inch pieces and add 1 pound of chicken to each prep bag. I really like to use my scale here for accuracy, but if you do not have a scale, 1 pound comes to about 2.5 breasts per bag. It is also important to note here that I did use extra chicken because I do like to have leftovers. After all ingredients are added, take each bag and squish the contents together to thoroughly combine. Next, we lay the bags flat to get as much air out as possible. With this prep, I found that folding it in half before laying it flat helps to get the most air out. And that is it. You can transfer these to your freezer, and after freezing solid, these are good in your freezer for about 3 months. To thaw your freezer prep, you can either take the prep out of the freezer to thaw overnight in the refrigerator the day before, or you can submerge the frozen prep in room temperature water to thaw it quicker. This second method will take about an hour to fully thaw. For this prep, I've found that using an Instant Pot is the quickest cooking method, but you can also cook the prep in a casserole dish in a 420° Fahrenheit oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. To cook in an Instant Pot, dump the prep bag into the Instant Pot, make sure the lid is set to seal, and set your Instant Pot to high pressure for 8 minutes. This will take about 10 minutes to come to pressure, so while that is happening, go ahead and prepare your rice. I like to use basmati white rice for this since everyone in my family loves it and it is very difficult to mess it up. While the prep is cooking, I also use this time to pop a veggie into my air fryer. Broccoli or asparagus is what my family likes best with this prep, but you can use any of your favorite veggies here. Next, I chop up some green onion to use as a garnish for serving. The last thing I do while the prep is cooking is prepare a mixture of 2 tablespoons water to 2 tablespoons cornstarch. Whisk this together and set aside to use immediately after your prep is done. When your Instant Pot time is up, do a quick release and let the steam out. I remove all of the chicken from the pot, I set the Instant Pot to saute, and then I whisk in the cornstarch mixture. This will thicken your sauce to the perfect consistency to pour over your rice and chicken. After the sauce begins to thicken, remove it from the heat. To plate your dish, scoop some white rice onto your dish along with your chicken. Add in your veggie of choice and then drizzle over your honey sesame sauce. Garnish with green onions and sesame seeds, and your super quick meal that looks and tastes like it took all day to cook is ready in about 20 minutes. This meal prep recipe provides an ideal balance of macronutrients, offering a delicious and nutritious meal packed with fiber and protein, 2 of the most crucial nutrients your body needs to thrive. At 557 calories per serving, it is a fantastic option for those looking to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Packed with 40 grams of protein, primarily sourced from tender chicken, this dish provides essential nutrients for maintaining muscle health and overall wellness. With a moderate fat content of 7 grams, this dish offers a satisfying flavor profile, while its 81 grams of carbohydrates, derived mainly from wholesome rice and fibrous broccoli, provide sustained energy to fuel your day. Since I prep in bulk, I like to buy whatever I can from Costco because I know that if I have any ingredients left over after one prep, I can typically use it up when I make another one. So let's break down how much it costs to make one prep of our honey sesame chicken and what that cost comes to per serving. On the left side of the table, the ingredients for the recipe are listed, while the cost unit on the right is how much of the item is needed for each prep. Finally, the middle column is the cost of the ingredient per the amount needed for each prep. In total, the cost to prepare one prep bag or 4 servings of the honey sesame chicken comes to $7.58. Per serving, this is only $1.90 per person. Breaking down the cost is my favorite part of prepping because it really shows how cost-effective meal prepping really is and how you can save money without sacrificing taste. And that is it. Thank you so much for joining me on this culinary journey from grocery shopping to meal prep, cooking and breaking down the cost and the macros. I hope you found this video helpful and inspiring for your own meal prepping adventures. If you want to see more delicious meal prep recipes on a budget along with helpful tips, remember to subscribe, and until next time, happy prepping!